Hey guys, welcome to the Sunday Best Bets video. I'm going to go through my three plays for the footy today across the four games. So in the AFL, we have Geelong versus North Melbourne and West Coast versus Richmond. And then over in the NRL, we have two games. The Tigers take on the Dragons and the Raiders at home to the Gold Coast Titans. We'll start with the AFL. We're going to be betting into the first game, Geelong versus North Melbourne. The Cats are big favourites for this game. Early in the week, the line was minus 55.5. It's moved up to minus 58, 59.5 at some places. And obviously, Geelong should win this game and win it very, very comfortably. The way I'm going to play this game is I'm going to take the Cats team total over 117.5. All three plays are about 365 today. There's a few of them are even odds across most places, but just keeping it simple. Geelong are currently ranked sixth in points per game, averaging 93.3. But during this time, they have played Hawthorn, who is the only team outside the top seven defensive sides that they've played so far. So they've also played the Adelaide Crows, Western Bulldogs, and St Kilda, and they're still ranked sixth, averaging 93.3 points a game. Also, really like the fact that ranked seventh in shots at goal and ranked 3 in accuracy. So we blend all those stats together, and now they face North Melbourne, who are conceding 118 points, which is worst in the league. They're also conceding the most shots at goal for the opposition, 34.3. This means that Geelong should be getting a lot of shots, and when you come back to their accuracy at 53.9%, ranked third in the league, they should be able to convert those opportunities. So with the line at 117.5, how I was looking at this game, I can see North Melbourne scoring in the 60 to 70 points. So I was also considering the full game over under, but I think Geelong's going to dominate most of the scoring chances based on these numbers. And as long as they convert their opportunities, which generally they are good at doing, then they can go over this number. So that'll be the first play in the AFL for today. Then the later game, West Coast at home to Richmond. This game I'm going to stay out of. Both teams kind of have a few injuries. West Coast, a little bit unpredictable. The way I kind of looked, the two angles I considered for this game were Richmond 1-39. Don't think they're going to completely blow out West Coast on the road. And then I also considered the under 173.5 points, as I feel like this could be a slightly lower scoring game. And I feel like that total should be in the 160s, not into the 170s, but it's a pretty low game, so just going to leave it alone, as I prefer the plays over in the NRL. So the Tigers versus Dragons. Tigers have hit form the past 3 weeks with a couple of wins, and then last week losing to the Dolphins, who obviously are a good side this season. I'm very surprised this game. The odds are so close. The Tigers are only small favorites. They're around $1.83 at most places, potentially a touch under, depending on which bookie. But matching up against the Dragons, they match up very, very well. They rank higher in majority of attacking categories and majority of defensive categories. The only real difference between the two sides is here in the missed tackles. Dragons miss a few less tackles than the Tigers. But aside from that, the stats favor the Tigers in majority of categories. So I'm going to play the Tigers minus 1.5 at $1.95. The Tigers also have a good record of covering the spread against the Dragons, even though the Dragons have won their most recent matches. Dragons have won 3 of the past 4, but the Tigers have covered the spread in 11 of the past 14 against the Dragons, including 4 of the past 5. So I like the Tigers to win this game and hold form as we've seen them do. Dragons, I feel like, are a team that, started the season with that big win, but since then it's just been a bit of a slow decline. So I'm happy to back the Tigers in this situation to get the job done. And then the later game, the Canberra Raiders take on the Gold Coast Titans. This is a big mismatch on paper. The Raiders ranked top 4 attacking side and top 8 definitely, but top 4 defensive side in majority of categories as well. And the Titans currently running in last in almost every key statistic that we look at in the NRL. So on paper, Canberra should win this game and win it very comfortably, especially at home. There's a number of ways you can kind of play this game. The way I'm going to go with is just keeping it simple and taking the Raiders minus 8.5 at $1.91. Only a smallish line, and I think they can win this game and win it fairly comfortably. They should be able to put the Titans away in the first half. The Raiders ranked 2 in first half points, and Tigers ranked 14th in the league in first half points conceded. So, and then on the flip side, on the opposite of those categories, the Titans only averaging 3.5 points in the first halves this season, and the Raiders ranked 6th defensively in points conceded in the first half. So Canberra should be able to win this game, win it very comfortably, and it's not. I like it that it's not into the double digits anymore either with that spread. There are a couple of outs for the Raiders, but I don't think it's going to influence the result of this match too much. So going Tigers -1.5, Raiders -8.5, and then over in the AFL, Geelong team total over 117.5 points. Those are the 3 plays for Sunday. Good luck if you're following along. This week, make sure you're checking out the videos on the channel because I'm going to be posting some more betting strategy content of how you find the plays, how you manage your bets in order to make profits. And that's going to be really valuable for you guys to be able to make money long-term betting. So keep an eye out for those videos coming up very soon.